Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Advocate. Breakup to see if you'll still fight for me test. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's do that. Ciao. It's ciao time.
This reads, I, a 21-year-old female, am on the verge of breaking up with my 25-year-old boyfriend. Can I ask for a man's perspective before I do?
Okay.
So listen up, and this is you.
I
care for this man very deeply and feel like I have been flinging second chances in his face, but either he's oblivious to them or just does not care. So I need help understanding from a man's POV to understand what's going on in his head. I got extremely frustrated and upset with the way he had treated me during our first vacation, and it's been a week since we've spoken and since I told him not to contact me, and I'll reach out when I'm ready because I need to rethink our relationship. He has not tried to contact me or said anything since. And I know that you can argue that he's just respecting my wishes. I mean, yeah, I think that we can argue that because he is. Ma'am, you told him right here. I told him not to contact me. He has not tried to contact me. Yeah? What? I could.
Like, women want men to just respect their boundaries and the words they say, and then they say stupid things like that, and they want us to not respect the boundaries.
Have just as easily named this live Women Are Clueless Too, okay? However, I reached out to him earlier today to go over and get the rest of my stuff while he's at work. I left some stuff at his place because I recently just moved. Opportunity number 1, offer to drop off my stuff for me. I'm only a 30-minute drive away. Okay.
30-minute drive is only? I prefer to go eat 5 minutes away. 30 minutes? That's like me trying to go to LA. Screw that.
Okay, raise your hand in chat if you think, first of all, that... Let me know if you think, if your girlfriend asks you if she can come get the rest of your stuff, if you even still think you're dating. Your girlfriend calls you and goes, hey, let's make a plan for me to get the rest of my stuff. Do you think that you are still in a relationship or are you single? That's the first thing we'll vote on. What do you think? Are you still dating or are you single? She asked for the men's POV. A lot of you are men. What do you think? And if you answer this and you're a woman, you have to clarify. I'm sorry. This is mostly for the boys. Matthew says, no, I'm not in a relationship. Dylan, you're still dating? I can fix her. I was asked to explain my Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho fictional hall pass choice, and I didn't have an explanation other than I can fix him. It is Jover, Freedom Fiend, single AF. Okay, now tell me, in a completely separate vote, if a 30-minute car ride is a quick car ride.
No, it is not a quick car ride. That is, in some places, 30 miles. If there is a place with no traffic, no nothing or anything, 30 minutes is almost 30 miles. 30 miles is a tremendous amount of freaking distance to drive for dropping some person that you used to know stuff off.
I know the Americans and the Europeans might already have some major differences, but I'm telling you, okay, tell me where you live. If you don't mind, it could just be the state. And if you think that 30 minutes is a long or short car ride.
I live in California. 30 minutes can either be 5 miles in LA or 30 miles to 25 miles in OC. Still 30 minutes, which is too long.
Me personally, Michigan-based, and I vote not the longest car ride, of course, but long.
Yeah.
Long car ride, in my opinion. Not the worst commute. If it's a well-paying job, absolutely a fair commute.
See, that in California is a normal commute. A normal commute in California is 30 to 45 minutes. And with traffic, good luck. An hour to an hour and a half. So, yeah. I don't want to sit in traffic and then go to some person I used to know to give them stuff.
When visiting a friend, worth it. A quick task, like a favor. We have to be on.
I only have one. I have 2 friends. I have a friend that lives in Hesperia, where I used to have a house and lived out there. Then I'll go visit. That's about a 2 hour drive. And then I have a friend in my best friend in San Diego, and that's about a 2 hour drive. I don't make that drive often.
On very good terms. I have to really like you. I have to really not have shit going on. Wales says a short ride. Colorado says a short ride. Canada, short ride. Damn, am I a bitch baby? Am I the drama? 30 minutes is nothing. Okay, in California, yeah, 30 minutes is nothing. Okay, so I'm being a
Hey. It's something.
about the 30 minutes. Cameron says, would use the no bottle on this woman, but I'm not sure she'd get it. I might have to use the no bottle on myself for being whiny about a 30-minute drive. Okay, as far as doing favors for my now ex-boyfriend, who apparently doesn't realize that they're my ex by telling me that it's time to pick up the rest of their things. But if you've just told me it's time to pick up the rest of your things and you want me to go 30 minutes out of the way for you, it's a lot. It's a lot for my now ex. Emmett, thank you for the 20. Wanted to share good news. After spending 2 years healing from an emotionally abusive marriage, I am now in a very healthy and loving relationship with the woman of my dreams. Thank you so much for the hope your videos give. Dude, I feel like our donos have been on fire with the good news lately, dude. Black man here, that's definite proof we are over. Seriously. But Emmett, dude, that's a lot of people needed to hear that. So thank you.
Do you really think that she truly believed that they were still together, or that she was just playing that game? If he was to maybe crawl back, she would still do it, but since he didn't crawl back, she just wants to post these things to make it seem like she was always wanting to get back with them.
Thank you so much for the dono, but thank you also so much for the message that had to go along with it. There's so many people like who watch my channel who are stuck in toxic relationships, and part of it is like the time sunk fallacy of like, God, I spent so long.
That's how I felt with my ex, that time sunk fallacy, where I've spent a tremendous amount of time with my ex-wife. We were together for what, 14 years-ish maybe? So to let that go, that relationship go, is very hard.
Already in this, like, I can't leave now. And then part of it, just like the insecurity of like, this is probably the best I'm gonna get at this point. Like, I'm getting old.
I agree with that too. That's exactly how I felt with my ex-wife. It's like, oh, she's probably the best I can do. I wasn't that confident in myself. I wasn't really, a Chad in any way, shape, or form. I was really a blue-pilled beta sip.
Like, I'm not at my peak anymore. Like, what are the odds I'm actually going to find someone? Well, like, Emmett is here to tell you, it happens. It definitely can happen. So, like, don't stick around with bullshit. Okay, so I was right about asking to come get your stuff is confirmation. The relationship is over. I was wrong. 30 minutes is not that bad. And we can sit down and talk then. I asked him to leave his house key in the garage before work so I can go in and grab it. Opportunity number 2. He could work from home tomorrow, so he'll be there when I come over and we could talk then. Instead, he said he'll just leave all my stuff in the garage. Nice. Dude, lady, if you think that's dropping the handkerchief, we gotta go back to lady school.
That is not dropping
you literally were like, all of the opportunities you gave him were like picking up your things. None of them were like, and maybe I'll leave with some more stuff, or the main objective is to work things out. The entire way that the opportunities you've given to him present, the only way that they're coded to me and any other reasonable person is that you are there to conclusively get your stuff. It is not a yes or no whether or not you're getting the stuff. We know you are leaving with your stuff and that there's going to be a conversation. I'm assuming that the conversation that you want to have is an exit conversation, like an exit interview. There's no one who is understanding this to mean that they even have a chance anymore. So when he was like, nah, I'll just leave the stuff in the garage, he's like, I don't even need to have this conversation. Yep. We don't need to have a breakup conversation.
Women love to do those things, don't they? Like, why do you have to talk about breaking up? We're done. Move on.
It's clearly over. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to get scolded. I don't need additional lumps on top of the pain I'm already going through. No, thank you. She says, I just have one question for men. Are these opportunities to try and fix our relationship seriously not running through your heads? Or it is, but he just doesn't care and wants us to break up. He's 25 years old. I refuse to believe he's that dense.
No, I refuse to believe you're that dense, girl. Like, what hints? You're just going about your normal life and expecting the man to read your mind. This is how almost all women are going about their lives right now. Just expecting men to read exactly what they want.
Look, I caught this at 16 minutes within posting, okay? Like, I knew she was going to delete this. I knew she was going to get chewed up and spit out in the comments. I can't believe that someone would be so dense to think that any of these signs are opportunities to try and fix things.
That's why I do love the internet. It does humble people when they do stupid shit like that.
Told him, come over and let me get my shit. I'm coming by to get my stuff. That is not an opportunity to stay together, right, dude. I didn't screenshot any of the comments, unfortunately. Though when things do get deleted, I believe you are able to read the comments. Whoa. All right, I can still read the comments. Top comment says, don't play games. If you want to talk to him, then communicate clearly instead of assuming he's taking the hint. Another person says, I'm not even your boyfriend and I don't want to talk to you. You set him up to lose with the passive aggressive don't talk to me. If you were my ex-girlfriend, like you are his, I'd put your stuff out on the porch with a card that said, sorry, not sorry, it didn't work. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. You're not the only one that gets to rethink the relationship. I think that's very fair. She's kind of like, even though I told you repeatedly that I am strongly considering breaking up with you and am literally removing any physical ties that I have to you. Shocked Pikachu face. What do you mean you want to break up? I'm the only one who gets to think that. It's so funny to me. This is like a tale as old as time. Girl, hey, maybe
it's that main character syndrome where they think they're the main character in every story that they're in. So even when another person comes in to their story, they're just a side character.
We should break up. Guy, yeah, maybe we should. Girl, how dare you? You're such a jerk. Am I right though? Brad says, I fell for it. Another top comment. Ma'am, this is what happens when you do and say one thing, but expect him to know what you really mean is the complete opposite. How many times does this happen, too? I feel like we've seen so many different, like, TikTok videos where the girl is like, yeah, I was like, don't talk to me. And then 3 days passed, and I didn't hear from him. Like, can you even believe that? Agnes, she clearly wanted to win the breakup. God, I need to do an entire video on that.
Is that what it is? This is like winning the breakup? I never even... Why is it a competition to win a breakup? I think everybody loses in a sense.
The concept of winning the breakup. Like, it's a thing. It's called that for a reason because it's basically what you refer to whenever one person comes out of the breakup looking like the far more reasonable person. Like, you can even get dumped and still win the breakup if you're not the most annoying one.
I really want to do this one because I felt people can relate to this, this breakup test thing. And Davocate, I want to promote more of Davocate. I'm trying to put more of her videos in. I know you guys enjoy her videos, and she's probably, to tell you the truth, she's probably the #1 woman in the space. I will give her the title that she is #1 woman in the space, and she is genuine. One person I cannot say that is a chameleon. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.